Welcome to our 33rd annual Caritas dinner. My name is Jim Jakinski, and I am the Vice President of St. Rita High School. I am pleased that so many of you are able to join us this evening in support of such a great cause. I want to first start by thanking Father Jack Tierney for that Mass that you just saw, as well as all of the Augustinians that support the St. Rita community. I'd also like to give a special thanks to our Caritas committee for all their hard work in putting this program on tonight, especially our chair couple, Ernie and Diane Morozic. Although we had all hoped that we could gather once again tonight at the Ritz-Carlton as we normally would, I am still thankful that you have decided to join us virtually this evening. We have a great evening planned for you that includes performances from our St. Rita Band, a speech from our student speaker, Nick Stozic, messages from our president, Dr. Quaid, as well as many others from our St. Rita family. And last but not least, some great items in our silent auction. However, this evening is about more than just entertainment and silent auctions. It's about supporting the young men of St. Rita and their families that rely on the generosity from you, our alumni, donors, and benefactors. Tonight's event is rooted in tradition and brings out the best in what St. Rita has to offer. The Caritas dinner was established as a way for all those that care deeply about St. Rita to come together as a community for one night and celebrate all that is great about our beloved school. With all the challenges that we have encountered these past couple of years, it is truly humbling to see all of you gathering with us here tonight to once again support all those in need and carry on this rich tradition. Your giving here this evening provides the funds necessary to close the financial gap that so many families face here at St. Rita. The pandemic still continues to provide hardships for so many people and families, which include many of our own St. Rita families that continue to struggle to recover from job and wage loss. The contributions made by many of you here with us this evening have continued to make a St. Rita education possible for many of these families, and for that, we say thank you. We hope that you enjoy the program that we have in store for you tonight. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Jim Quaid, the president and the principal of St. Rita High School. I wish we were together in person this evening, but I am happy that I'm able to share some good news with you. There's a lot of great things happening at St. Rita. This year's senior class had 26 Illinois State Scholars, more than any other all-boys school in the Archdiocese of Chicago. That's almost 20% of the class. We also tested 24 more students on our entrance exam than the previous year. That stops a trend where we had a decline for 4 years. Now we're on the upswing, and next year looks especially promising. We started a new program called the Father Green Program. It's an academic support program, and it's been a big success helping students get organized and providing tutoring for them. We have a new STEM room, we have a new technology room, and on September 14th, we had some special guests here. Former Governor Patrick Quinn and also Tom Scherer, who used to be a sportscaster on NBC Channel 5. They came to talk to our faculty and our students and staff about Ed Farmer, St. Rita Class of 67. Ed Farmer had a lot of great personal qualities, and they talked about those personal qualities and then challenged our students to try to live up to those qualities and be true Rita men like Ed Farmer was. Another big thing that happened on September 14th was our STEM team went to a competition sponsored by Northwestern University and IBEW, and they won it. Very prestigious competition, very impressive that they won that contest. Our football team also made it to the state championship game. Of a special note, I want you to all know that we have not had one remote day of learning yet this year. All of our masses, all of our retreats, everything has been taking place face to face. We're pushing forward, we're getting things done, and I would just like to close by saying none of this would be possible without you. Thank you.
My name is Nick Stozic, and I'm a senior here at St. Rita High School. I'm a third-generation Rita man. My grandfather went here in 1960, my uncle in 1993, my dad in '86. And I remember shadowing in 8th grade and walking into our chapel for Mass with all the students. And particularly, I remember just looking at this big open chapel that the entire student body congregated in, and the brotherhood I felt. Everybody hugging during the sign of peace, everybody just feeling like one family. And it only took an hour to walk out of there and realize that St. Rita was going to be my home for the next 4 years. So this is the original St. Rita where my grandpa, my father, and my uncle went. It's really fun looking back at kind of where it was and where we are now. And I'm so grateful that we are here because all the opportunities on this campus, all the beautiful things we have here is definitely special. If there's one thing that St. Rita is all about, it's about the brotherhood. It's about the friendships. And throughout my years here, I've gotten to make so many friends, people that I could literally just sit around the lunch table with and talk every day and have good conversations. One of the biggest things that I've always noticed at St. Rita is how much everybody cares about you and your success. I've seen this so many times in the classroom with my teachers who are truly there for you, who want you to succeed, who are always willing to go the extra mile to help you. I've seen that with administrators who I never thought I would get so close with. So I've been raised a Catholic my entire life. And it was actually at St. Rita where I decided to first get involved in campus ministry. Throughout everything we do at St. Rita, God is always with us. When you learn to be academically challenged, and you also learn that you could succeed even with that challenge, it could take you great places. You know, St. Rita has really helped me shape my future career path, which is hopefully to be an educator. Because I was taught that I could be challenged and I could succeed, and I have the people who can help me put those two together. And I one day hope to be one of those people. When I think of giving back to St. Rita, I think about how my time here has really made me who I am. I'm proud of the friend I've become, the brother I've become, and I'm very proud of how I have the underclassmen looking up to me. And it's just truly humbling because I know that in my 4 years I've made a difference. So coming back from winter break is really when it hit me that, wow, I only have 1 semester left. You know, I'm sad that I'm leaving because of all that I've accomplished here. I'm also very excited for my future. And while I know that I have to leave here in May, I know that I'm leaving behind a great group of kids who are going to continue what I've started. Both my parents worked very hard to put me and my brother through this education. And even with that, we are so grateful for all the scholarships I've received, all the donors that have helped with my tuition. And it truly shows that people do care about St. Rita. And despite my parents working so hard, it is safe to say that St. Rita wouldn't be feasible for my family without their help. To all of our donors, I'd first like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and thank you for helping all of us continue this 100-year tradition. You are making a difference in our education, and you are helping to keep St. Rita alive, to keep the traditions alive. St. Rita is something special. Because of St. Rita, I know where I'm going in my future, and I also know that I have a place to come home to.
Well, I'll go back to this book a couple times a year to remind me of what was a very exciting and valuable experience in my life. It's a lifetime impact. It lasts forever. I've been very blessed in my life. And I really believe that St. Rita provided the foundation for me to capitalize on those opportunities. Well, St. Rita's always been about family and delivering excellence. Our goal has always been to develop each individual student to their full and unique potential, preparing them to be great fathers, husbands, sons, and members of the community, people who make a difference and are willing to give back. You have to help prepare young men to succeed in an extremely competitive world. And that's what we're providing at St. Rita. We're preparing them to succeed, not just academically, but in life as a whole. Education and values are so essential to the future, not only of the individual students, but to our society. And that's why giving to a school that emphasizes values and provides top-notch education and activities is so critical, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. Well, I've seen individual lives, kids who struggled academically when they came into the school and got the support and coaching that they needed, who went on to become very successful in life and gave back to not only St. Rita, but to the community as a whole. I've seen that countless times. So the money has double impact. The impact that it has on individual students, and then the impact that those students have on other people and on society as a whole. Those who have benefited from the school or from any institution need to, when possible, give back to it so that others can have the same positive impact and experience that they've had. And that's what our family of alumni and friends provides. My support of the school is based in part on the impact it's had on me in the past, but far more based on my motivation to see it have an impact on current and future students. The need is now. We are serving a community. The majority of our families cannot afford the full tuition that we charge, despite tremendous hard work by the parents. And the need of society for what we build is greater than ever. I want these kids to have the same opportunities and experiences that I've had. And that's what it comes down to. When you give to education, you're giving to impact on lives and futures. And we will continue to do it with the kind of support we get from our loyal alumni and friends.
So St. Rita, to me, is more than just a school. It's a culture, it's a tradition, and above all, it's a family.
St. Rita helped me define who I want to be and what I want to represent. And St. Rita is such a tight-knit family, and I would not be the person who I am today without St. Rita.
St. Rita is the best place on earth, no doubt about it. When I think back to where I'm from and just being the South Side, this whole community aspect, St. Rita ties into it perfectly. It's carrying yourself in a positive manner. It's having pride where you come from and giving back to the place where you come from.
Sometimes you forget as you're moving on through life, where you've been. And when you come back, you definitely, the memories start popping up. Oh, here we go. 06, state champions. Yeah, these guys had a lot of heart, man. This was a tough team. That's why they won state. So I was a junior. I didn't get, much action, but just to be on the field with these guys and how they carried themselves and how they pushed everybody was truly amazing.
My grandpa was a graduate of the school. I'm wearing his pin here today to honor his legacy. I know he's looking down. He passed about 7-8 years ago, and we had a lot of good conversations in his last year or two about St. Rita, and just thinking back on little things like that makes me proud to be a part of this atmosphere and the legacy community. Back at home, at last. This is new since I've been here, but see a lot of familiar faces on here, that's for sure. This is my favorite memory right here, probably. Going to St. Rita hockey games. Nothing better than Thursday night, 7:55 at Southwest Ice Arena. The crowd is absolutely bumping every night. It was awesome. Loved it. Definitely makes me miss it.
I just love being back here. Every time I come back, I just get the same feeling of that brotherhood, that bond, as soon as I come in the room. It just lights me up every time because I feel like this is home. How you guys doing? I had to stop by with my favorite teacher,
How you been?
Been great, how are you? The relationships that are created while you're learning are just second to none. These teachers really care. That's another reason why I would call it home and why it's a place that I love to come back to so much.
I would say this is definitely the heart of the school. A lot of defining moments happen in this chapel, and you come here, you start here. When you as a freshman, you have your retreat here, and then you end here with graduation, getting your diploma. This is where it starts and ends. And then it doesn't really just end, you keep going. You have kids, you get married. I remember standing up at the altar, seeing my wife for the first time. So it's pretty cool. If you're lucky, you get to come back here.
To me, it's important to give back to St. Rita because keeping this tradition and keeping this fire alive within the halls is important because that will live on.
I'm just one story. I'm one person. And I was so thankful that donors believe in this place and made this place the best it can be when I was there. And when I come back here, it's always improved since I've left. And 10 years ago, it's so much better. And it wasn't just one person that helped me. It was the St. Rita family that helped me to who I am today.
So I just want the donors to know that you're really contributing towards a greater future. These are kids that are becoming men that are going to go out in the world and to do great things. They're going to try and change the world. They're going to try to make their mark on the world. And you donors are contributing to that. You're creating men. You're creating Rita men.
This is a place that hopefully will live on forever. I would hope one day that my kids could experience, or just kids that come in the doors every day. I can't put into words how thankful I am for everything the school has done for me and the benefactors that have really played a role in my experience, and I know many other kids' experience on campus. So I just hope it stays alive. I hope people keep coming back. I know I'll keep coming back for sure.
Thank you to all of you that took time out of your busy schedule to join us this evening for such an important cause. As you heard from many of us here at St. Rita tonight, without you and your continued support, none of this would be possible. Although 2021 still provided so many difficulties for many of us, our need was still greater than ever before. It's because of your generosity and philanthropy that you helped in ensuring that St. Rita can still provide a first-class education to young men and their families based upon our core values of Caritas, Unitas, and Veritas. We look forward to brighter days ahead where we can all be together in person and enjoy each other's company. But until that time comes, please stay well and stay healthy. Thank you, and St. Rita, pray for us.